Good morning, collective. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. A grave robber, a thief. Somebody got caught up trying to get away with a theft. Somebody got caught up playing in somebody's ancestral bloodline and trying to distort it. A bloodline that was meant to be kept pure, that was not meant to be challenged or messed with. And they tried to get away with it because they had a meeting almost 50 years ago about how they would be this grave robber. Whoever this person is, right now, the person or people that hired them to do this job, to do this robbery, is now under judgment, and they have completely lost all patience because they thought that they hired the best. But somebody was literally going against a bloodline of ancestors that don't play, and they failed in their mission, and everything is coming to a head right now. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in. Somebody seriously doubts that they will be granted forgiveness, okay? Something has come to a complete death and ending that has been going on almost 50 years. And somebody was trying to tamper in a person's bloodline to use it for their own selfish greed and their own purpose. Okay? Whoever you are, I'm talking about, you are about to get your abundance by spiritual divine right that is you're supposed to get. By universal law, this abundance belongs to you. Okay? Based on your past deeds, what you've done in the present, and based on your bloodline, and based on who you are. Okay? And this grave robber that they hired to steal your inheritance from you, both spiritually and financially, is getting caught up right now, because they didn't realize that they were being watched by your ancestors from the day they sat down to create and come up with this plot that they had to steal from you. Now, this plot this person came up with to steal from you was hatched when you were only a baby, literally when your mother was pregnant with you. So you had no hand in this. You had no knowledge of this. You had no control over what happened to you. Okay? And the circumstance that these people placed you in from your birth, was all the doing, everything that you went through. Okay? All of the people that you've been surrounded by, attached to. Okay? Whatever habits you've learned, picked up, whatever the case, all of that was by orchestration of these people that were trying to redirect your life and redirect your spiritual inheritance. And it was all premeditated. There's some information coming in here with this letter energy, okay, now about a corrupt court official that's getting ready to get caught up for what they did on the physical realm to attempt to get away with a robbery in stealing your financial abundance on the physical realm. Okay. Someone's marriage is completely over. Somebody is completely walking away and pulling back a proposal from someone that they thought they wanted to get married to, with marriage in the reverse. Okay. And whoever you are, prepare yourself, because you're getting ready to go to court. Whoever you are, you're getting justice for something that you think that this has been going on as of the last 20 years, but this has been going on for close to 50 years. Okay. Everything in your life has been orchestrated in the dark, below the radar. Situations right down to the person you had a child with, all of it was orchestrated because somebody thought that they could tamper in your bloodline and try to control your destiny. There is a Cancer Warlock energy practitioner that they ran out of patience for. This person was hired through occult sciences and dark magic and rituals that were done on you from birth all the way up until now to bind you, to control your life. And if you got too out of control, they were instructed to get rid of you. And they failed, because here you are today being resurrected, and your ancestors are all standing behind you to bring you to the forefront. You're no longer hidden. They tried to hide your identity so that they could capitalize off of your energy and your spiritual inheritance and turn it into money to simply buy materialistic, greedy things for themselves and live a life of luxury, laziness, gluttony, and greed. And now it's over. The trip and free ride is over. They can no longer keep you hidden, keep you trapped, and come up off your energy. Somebody has completely run out of patience, and this person doubts that they'll be forgiven for allowing the secret to come out. All right, without further ado, I'm going to jump right on into the read and see what the message is this morning. All right, what is the energy crowning this read? The energy crowning this read is your justice. You're about to have the scales balanced 222 in your favor for all of the injustices that were against you. And they, with this marriage in reverse card, I'm remembering now when I was clarifying this card, preparing this morning, marriage in the reverse, they wanted me to talk about what they did. Okay. Someone has been watching you, okay, and you're going to get justice now for what they did to you, okay? Your ancestors are guiding all the right people in the right direction to take the right action to ensure that you get justice for the way that you were wronged. Now, marriage in the reverse, they wanted me to really go into this a little bit. Someone is pulling back their offer and not getting married, but there's a double meaning here. There was a meeting conducted about you when you were a baby, like when you were a newborn baby. These people had a meeting about your mother and your father, and they had already targeted their children to use their energy and to use black magic to make them inactive so they could use them as human batteries because they come from a very divine bloodline. And it was decided about you specifically that you would never get married. You would never have any type of financial stability in your life whereby you could be comfortable. You would always struggle. You would always either be in a toxic, abusive, physically and emotionally relationship where you would suffer, or if you were alone, you would be putting scraps together to eat, putting scraps together to barely survive, and you would do hard labor your entire life, and you would never be seen by anybody. These people determined that they were going to use you and your bloodline and your spiritual abilities as a human battery that all of them would energy harvest from. These people, when you were a baby, were already doing rituals to attach spiritual cords to your root and sacral chakra so that these witches and warlocks and people that knew who you were spiritually would be able to utilize your energy to manifest abundance so that they could live a life of luxury. Okay. And they orchestrated a lot of things in your life and in your parents' life to ensure that you would never get married. And they've stayed on top of your behind the whole time. They watched you very carefully through your teenage years, through your preteen, through your youth, elementary school, and they kept doing things to sabotage your parents first. They were doing things to sabotage both your father and both your mother. And it was a lot of black magic done on both your father and your mother it's like someone took a wrecking ball or a bowling ball and they were throwing it at your family through black magic. They were sending conflict magic, chaos magic, and pulling strings with people to keep your whole family off kilter, financially and otherwise separated and devastated, financially destroyed. This is what they were doing to your father and mother while you were with one or both of them, okay? So that they could directly affect you, okay? There might have even been a situation where your whole family could have been scattered as a result of the black magic, the rituals, and what they were doing, utilizing the system, okay? Now, even after you became older and emancipated from whoever your legal guardian was as a younger person, that's when they no longer had to go after your father and mother, because now they could go after you because now you're old enough to be isolated or separated from the family. Whatever they did to separate you from your family, they needed you detached so that now they could have you all to themselves. So they were attacking you first through your mother and father. And then when they got you isolated, when you got to a certain age, then they really honed in on you and tried to direct the course of your life. These people told lies about you. They bribed people with money. Whoever you had your children or child by, they bribed them with money using people in the government to bind you spiritually, putting black magic in your food. Whoever you got into a relationship with that you were going to get married to, they paid that person to wreak havoc in your life intentionally and be abusive, to energy harvest off of you, and to devastate you financially, and to devastate you emotionally so that they could keep a hold on you and keep you in a very low vibration. But because of your ancestral bloodline and your will, your desire and strength to live a righteous life, you were able to fight through every attack on your life financially and spiritually, and you were still able to obtain things in life to create a stable foundation for yourself, and to also raise your children or raise your child, and also to also spiritually evolve into what you are today, which was the moment they feared, because they never wanted you to reach your spiritual destiny and goal. Now, even as an adult, after you persevered through all the challenges they created for you and your family, okay, and your family had a hand in this. Some wicked family members of yours and the government had a hand in this. Even after you persevered through all the challenges, they still sought to accomplish their goals so that they could steal wealth from you and live a comfortable, materialistic, low vibrational life and indulge in their unhealed wounds with money by pacifying themselves with more money than their gluttonous, pig, greedy selves would ever even need to survive, while they try to put a hold on your finances. These people manage to put you into a government program, which is known as gang stalking. They put you on a targeted list, even as an adult, to blackball you, okay, to make sure you would not make above a certain salary. And then they went forth, and even if you worked lower paying jobs, there was an element of gang stalking at the lower paying jobs. But when, because of your mindset being of a higher vibration, and you being an empress or an emperor, and you knowing how to spend money out of practicality and not out of ego, you were able to weather every financial storm that these people threw at you and maintain your stability. So whatever lie they told about you, okay, to try to get away with the many frauds and lies they told about you, it did not match your lifestyle, because you still look good financially, meaning you have some type of wealth. You're not rich, but you have some form of asset where it shows that you're very stable, you're productive, and you are able to maintain. And that's through all of the challenges that they laid out before you. Right up until today, these people have utilized the devices they had, the resources they tapped into in the government, bribing people to hack all of your devices, your phone, your laptop, to track you through GPS, even if you try to date, to control your destiny by making sure you would never get married to any person of substance. They've been blocking your love life. They've only been sending people toward you whom you've all rejected, that were low vibrational, that were part of their cult and coven, to try to see if they could wear a narcissistic mask and connect to you so that they could reattach whatever demonic cords they were siphoning your energy from in the past. But because you have healed and elevated in your life and reach your spiritual goals, they are unable to send anybody toward you that does not resonate with you. So therefore, you remain single. But these people have been monitoring you and blocking you from being able to date, from being able to marry, from being able to make money, from being able to do anything in your life, because they're angry. They can no longer utilize your sacral energy to manifest for themselves. And they were willing to die trying. They were willing to wait until you're old and gray and block you, even if it meant they couldn't move either. They wanted to literally keep these chains on you until the day that you die, trying to see if they can access your sacral energy, to see if they can get anything else out of you. And this is where we are today. Today, these people have been exposed for all different types of fraud they committed against you. These people have lied to a court system and said that you, whoever you are, they said that you were molested when you were a child and that you were a drug addicted prostitute dying with the disease. None of those things are true about you. Whoever you are, you were never molested as a child. Okay. You were never a drug addicted prostitute. You were never any of the things that they said about you at all whatsoever. These people hatched a horrible lie about you, and they isolated and separated you from your community and family based off of this lie. And they went and applied for a disability check with Social Security, and they said that you were homeless. They said that you were a drug addicted prostitute that was homeless. And these people had a judgment in the court system stating that you were disabled, and that they were financially providing for you, and you were homeless and all these things. But they did it before the internet. And now that we are in the digital age, they have found in the court system that you, whoever you are very prosperous, that you've been paying taxes, paying bills, you've been financially independent, supporting yourself. You might have even raised a child that graduated from college. You might have owned some assets, resources. You might have owned property, land, rental properties, whatever you have in your life that you've obtained on your own without any help from anyone. Anything, whoever you are, you can be Googled on the internet. You can be found on the internet, and they can instantly locate your taxes, anything that you own, any assets, car insurance that you have paid for many years, and everything that they've been trying to say about you was a lie. They were doing things to hide you so that they would not get exposed and go to jail. But today, these people are going to jail because the fraud they committed using your Social Security number, and also blocking your phone and internet so that no one would find you, and that you wouldn't be seen or heard, trying to make you disappear from your family and from the public eye. People would believe what they said. But when they found you on the internet and they reversed the judgment in court, that's when they became violent and sent somebody toward you to physically kill you. This is how nasty and demonic these people are. When they realized that they couldn't cover up their lie any longer, they paid somebody to physically come toward you and kill you so that they could save their life and maintain their own stability. So marriage in the reverse is talking about the meeting that they had about you when you were a baby, and they made a decision that you would never marry, that you would never be financially stable, and that you would be condemned to a life of poverty. Now, this is more common than you think. A lot of families from older cultures in the world that dibble and dabble in black magic and do spell work, oftentimes, and this is very common, they will choose a person in the family that they'll isolate, okay, and they'll do black magic on them so that the other family members can do well financially, because they'll make a contract or a pact with a deity. Some of you will just say a demon, but it's some type of deity that these people worship in their devil worship, okay? And they make demonic contracts for wealth, for wealth and stability and careers and different things that they want in their lives. And they'll offer a family member up and bind that family member to that demonic spirit or that entity in order for that entity to eat off of this person's energy from their suffering. Now, the trade-off is the energy that you emit from all of the suffering you go through. Oftentimes, you would be like the black sheep of your family. And that's because everyone in the family has to demonize you. They have to send negative energy about you. They have to unload their karma onto you. They have to do things to make sure you stay on the bottom and you never have positive experiences, because the demon they make the contract with has to eat. That's their payment. See, because these deities that they make these contracts with only survive off of their form of currency, which is negative energy. So they need to feed off of negative energy. So when they take a high priest or a high priestess energy in a family and they bind them spiritually to a demon, that demon needs the family members to make that person suffer. And then the demon eats off of all of the negative energy or the energy that comes out of that person as a result of their suffering. So the whole family that gets in agreement with this demonic contract, they all have to do smear campaigns. They have to lie on you. They have to project onto you what they are actually doing and say it's you when it's actually them. They have to persecute you. They have to sabotage you financially. They have to sabotage any potential relationship or marriage you can get in. If you have children, they have to bring pain by sabotaging your children, or they have to block you from having children. A lot of families do this. They sacrifice one person so the rest of the family can do good. And this is what they determined when you were a child, that you would be the sacrificial lamb of your family so everyone else could do good. And the deity that they made this demonic contract with would feed off your energy. And in return, the rest of the family would prosper financially off your energy. But your family allowed other people that they're connected to also prosper off your energy, because your energy is abundant. Your spiritual inheritance is very abundant. And today it comes to an end. No one is going to be able to keep you in any spiritual prison or any spiritual jail any longer so that your family can thrive. They're going to have to get anything they get from now on off of their own hard work and off of their own energy and off of their own ideas. Okay. And the low vibrational members of your family that lack creativity because they did not do the shadow work to heal, to get in alignment so that they could have a connection to God, which is their higher mind, that allows your mind to expand creatively, to allow you to be able to think and function on a different level mentally, wherein you know how to manifest wealth and abundance, and you use wisdom with the money because of the foresight that you have, because you don't operate out of an unbalanced ego. You operate out of practicality, and that allows you to know how to save money, to know how to invest money, not out of ego, but out of practicality. And that's how you build wealth. But these people don't have that wisdom and foresight, because if they did, they would still have the wealth and abundance they stole from you. What they did is squander it because they're unhealed and they need a ridiculous amount of money to pander to or to band-aid, okay, their unhealed wounds, because it's too much for these people to sit down, reflect, and heal and do their own shadow work. From this day going forward, your family members are going to have to earn money and earn abundance through the sweat of their own brow. They're going to have to get it for themselves. They cannot get anything else up off your energy. You're getting justice right now. Your family is being blocked right now, and they're having an ego death because all of the conflict that they've created in your life is completely over with the 5 of Wands. And they're having an ego death because they thought they would be able to ride your gravy train until the day that you died. They thought you were going to sacrifice your life for them. What is the obstacle? Holy Divine Spirit, what is the obstacle right now? The obstacle is the right people right now have clarity through the guidance of your ancestors, okay? And someone's no longer in a mental imprisonment about the truth about the situation surrounding you, okay? Someone has perfect clarity, and they're going to balance something out for you, okay? And we're talking about in the justice system. We're not only talking about spiritually. Spiritually, all the energy they stole from you is coming back. And anything these people have built or purchased using your energy is going to burn to the ground and scatter as your energy returns back to you. And on a physical realm, all of the fraud they committed, the karma is coming right back to them to hit them in the face today for the fraud that they committed on you. But from the age of about between 13 and 17 is when they started doing fraud in the system on you. Let's go. What happened in the recent past? These people had you in a gang stalking contract that's over now with the Hierophant reverse, because it's so much information that's out right now. There's so much provable, tangible. There's so much tangible information that has been exposed to the public about the names, the places, the connections, the people. And some of these people actually have government jobs. Okay. But their names are exposed and the evidence is there in the court system. The tangible evidence is there in the court system and in the Social Security Administration. All the fraud that they committed, the tangible evidence is there. And they have evidence of these people coming toward you, sending someone toward you to be physically violent to try to get rid of you so that it wouldn't go to court. Okay. The Page of Swords talks about the information, and that Cancer Warlock energy that they've run out of patience with, okay, that knows no one is going to forgive them because they feel like they messed up the bag. They feel like that Cancer Warlock messed everything up because they were supposed to get these people the results that they asked and paid this person for. They paid that Cancer Warlock to lead them in doing rituals to spiritually bind you. But the problem is you are completely healed from everything these people, every challenge they threw at you in the past. Our lives are about cycles that we go through with other people, humans on the planet, that teach us lessons to help us to learn who to open up to and offer our love to, and who not to, who to put up boundaries with, and who we could let boundaries down with. You know, through all of the lessons in bad relationships that you've been in with the people that they paid money to keep you binded spiritually, and without you understanding through mental manipulation, you've healed because you've learned the lessons you needed to put up the proper boundaries in place so that they wouldn't be able to utilize this Cancer Warlock to use spell work that is only effective if you're unhealed, because how they attach themselves to you is through devil energy, your addictions, your obsessions. Some of us have addictions and obsessions to toxic ways of thinking. Those toxic ways of thinking have to do with being emotionally codependent to others for validation. They have to do with abandonment issues. They have to do with daddy issues, mommy issues. Those things have to do with abuse. A lot of them have to do with unhealed wounds from your childhood. Okay. And this is why they attack your family when you're a baby and you're a child, so that they can create the wounds that they're hoping, if they stay on top of you, you will never heal from. And by those attachments is how the magic works. The mental manipulation works. You will get in an energy of low self-esteem. You will not know your self-worth because you haven't healed from whatever your childhood wounds are. You were not taught or mirrored how a person that has value should be treated because you're mistreated in childhood. So then as an adult, if you don't recognize or get therapy and see the pattern from childhood and heal it so that you can know your value and self-worth, then when they do the spell work to bind you to a narcissist that mistreats you, what's going to happen is you are going to not know your value. You will not know your self-worth, and you will allow behaviors that should not be tolerated. You will not recognize you're being narcissistically manipulated and gaslit, and someone is playing on your top, trying to make you think you're crazy with gaslighting techniques. You're not going to see any of these things if you're not healed and you don't know you have self-worth and value. And someone will run circles around you. Whoever you are, you have identified every last one of your childhood wounds that were intentionally put there, and you've healed them. You know your value, you know your self-worth, and you're not going to accept no trash. You're not going to accept any garbage behavior. You're not going to accept any mental manipulation to try to convince you that you are not worth exactly what you are, and you're not who you are. You stand 10 toes down in your power, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. You're very abundant, and you will not take any trash or garbage from anybody. So because nobody can bind themselves to you in any devil, the devil energy is Capricorn energy. It represents the planet Saturn, and Saturn speaks to obsessions and addictions. And because you don't have any toxic ways of thinking, because you did the shadow work to get in alignment, they have nothing to connect you on. A narcissist does not have any vulnerabilities to manipulate with you because you don't have any vulnerabilities. A narcissist cannot approach you at all whatsoever. All they can do is stand from a distance and hate on you from outside the club. Okay? So because of this, that Cancer energy has failed, that Cancer warlock. They can't send anyone toward you to catfish you because you can see straight through any illusions anyone tries. No love bombing will ever work on you because your confidence does not come from what you look like. Your confidence comes from within because you have a strong sense of self. You know who you are and you have a fully developed personality. It's inner confidence that you have. Your inner confidence is what protects you from narcissists. So nobody can play any type of game again off your top. Okay? Because you're too confident. Narcissists cannot approach you at all. All they can do is hate and shade. Stand in your light and throw shade. So the cycle is completely over now. Somebody, Three of Pentacles reverse, got fired. Somebody got fired from their job. Somebody is completely fired and they cannot move to calmer waters with the Six of Swords reverse. Somebody is not okay right now. Okay? They're not okay. Their mind is going around in circles because they don't know what to do at this point. They're not all right. Tell me more about the situation with the Six of Swords reversed. I have the Empress in the reverse. There's an Empress in the reverse here. That's Libra energy. Somebody is no longer in a mental imprisonment about something. Understand, it's not just this Cancer warlock. These people have hired more than one coven. These people have hired entire covens to spiritually attack you because you turned down all of the people they sent toward you to catfish you to see if they could connect to you sexually so that they could attach another cord because you've cleansed your energy from any past relationships that were not good for you. And they wanted to reattach a spiritual cord because their money and energy started running low. But because they couldn't reattach to you, they kept on doing magic on you. They started to spiritually attack you in the hopes that they would wear you down so much that you would give up on life. You would have a spiritual loss of will, and you would not be able to manifest abundance or even manifest the money you need to take care of your stability, which would then by default force you into a relationship with a toxic person that they connect to you, and they would breadcrumb you to help you balance your finances. Do you see how that works? You understand how that works? The reason that they hired so many covens to spiritually attack you, to wear you down, so you would have a spiritual loss of will and you would energetically feel so defeated, like I can't do this on my own, is because your sacral and root chakra are your money-making chakras. They're your money-making. How you make money, cash money, to pay your rent, to pay your mortgage, to pay your car note. How you make your money is by having a balanced sacral and root chakra. Because your sacral chakra governs your emotional body. And your root chakra governs the physical manifestations of what you need to do in the physical world to maintain your safety. That is a job, to pay bills, to have a roof over your head, to stay cool, to stay warm, to have food on the table to eat, to survive. You know, those two things, you need money, which is a form of energy in the physical world. Now, when you are emotionally drained and it affects your physical health, you feel fatigued, you're tired, you're worn down, you're dragging yourself. When your emotions are all out of whack and you're distraught, you're calling into work. You can't think straight. You can't focus. If somebody wants to, what type of game do they play when you're playing poker in Las Vegas? when you're in Atlantic City. They say play the person and not the cards, right? Because you got to tap into the person's emotions. When people are playing any type of game, with dating, they say put your game face on, because the game is to manipulate the other person's emotions so you can get in, because they know by affecting or having control over a person's emotions, you have control over them. You need to be emotionally sound to make money. That's why when you're in a relationship with someone that you don't trust, I'm gonna break it down. When you are in a marriage or relationship with a partner that you don't trust and you feel paranoid about, that does not make you feel, or you don't feel completely secure with, and they're gaslighting you and playing games with you, all of your energy is, or part of your energy that should be utilized in focusing on your job, in being creative, in being able to think and be focused and clear-minded. Some of your energy is being held back because that energy instead is going toward being paranoid. And everything that starts in the mental plane manifests in the physical plane. So being paranoid, worrying, checking up on your partner, text messaging, going online, going on someone's social media, checking up on them, questioning them, having little petty arguments, all these little things are nipping away and draining your energy. So when you're in a relationship with a partner that you don't trust and you feel paranoid about, guess what? It affects your root chakra, because your root chakra is connected to your emotional safety. And if you don't feel emotionally safe and you feel paranoid, that's blocking up your root chakra. So now your root chakra is all blocked up because you don't feel emotionally safe. My partner might only be with me for the money. They might not really love me. What if my partner wants to take an insurance policy? Maybe the person I married doesn't really love me and they just after my money. So now I'm afraid I'm going to hire an investigator to watch them. I'm going to talk and gossip or listen to gossip. You know, all these things is a whole bunch of energy that could be utilized at your job or in a business you're running. All of that energy, that's a whole lot of energy that you could be using to make money. When you have a clear mind and you feel completely safe and secure with the partner you're with, and you don't have to think about them while you're making money, while you're at work, you tend to do better. You tend to have more creative ideas. You tend to be more focused, and you make the moves you need to make, and the money is flowing to you because you're in a high vibration. And everyone knows when you're in a high vibration, you attract money towards you. But when your vibration is thrown off because of distorted emotions, because of worrying, because of paranoia, because your mind is not focused on your bag or your money or your job or your business, because you got all this other stuff going on in the home front and you're paranoid and you don't feel emotionally safe, it's throwing your money off. So these people spiritually were attacking you because they wanted to drain your energy. So they've been attacking your sacral and root chakra to drain your energy, doing spell work, because you would not accept any of the romantic offers from the suitors that they sent toward you from their cult and from their covens. You understand? These people were sending suitors toward you to date you. These were people that were catfishing you, that had an agenda, again, to connect to your sacral and root chakra so they could siphon your energy in this coven. But you rejected every last one of them. And because you rejected all of the suitors they sent toward you, they said, okay, we're just going to spiritually attack you. I want you all to understand how it works in case anyone new is on here. They said, okay, if you refuse to date any of the people that we're sending toward you or marry any of them, what we're going to do is we're going to get in these covens and spiritually attack you and send energy toward you every night and every day. And these people were trying to drain your sacral and chakra energy. For some of them, for some of you, they were doing dream magic on you, whereby they would try to sexually jump you in the dream state to force a cord attachment to your root or sacral chakra. But you were spiritually protected even from the dream magic that they were doing. Yeah, they can sexually assault you in the dream state if you don't spiritually protect yourself. And again, because you rejected all the suitors that they sent toward you, and they've been blocking any suitable suitors by monitoring your cell phone and who you talk to and where you go, they thought sure that you would select one of the options that they sent toward you to catfish you. But because you rejected them, they said, we'll go about it another way. They spiritually attacked you with the coven, several of them, to drain all of your sacral and root chakra energy, but they couldn't get that either. But they were attacking you to wear and whittle down your energy so you would be depleted of energy. You would be too weak to go to work. You would become sick or fall ill or suffer from all kind of challenges dealing with fatigue. And then that would affect your ability to work and earn money. And you would feel so defeated and drained and weak. You would feel like you can't do it by yourself. And you would give up and agree to get into a relationship with a person that would breadcrumb you and give you just enough to maintain your stability. And they would have you backed in a corner where they want you. And they'd be able to use that person to drain your energy so that they could be on top of the wheel and manifest abundance again. This is how they force you into relationships, by trying to stop your ability to pay your bills alone. You understand? By trying to stop your ability to pay your bills by attacking you spiritually to drain your energy, they feel like you'll be so weak, you will accept a relationship, a low vibrational one with who they send. They will be able to then sexually connect with you. And then that person will take your energy back to that coven, and they'll spiritually attach that spiritual cord to your root and sacral chakra. And that person will oppress you. And all the energy they get up off of you by oppressing you, they'll harness off of. That's why it's so important as a woman to sexually protect yourself and practice abstinence, okay, until you find the right one. Because there are people that want you in low vibrational relationships so that they could back you in a corner and harness off of your energy. But when you are abstinent and you keep all your sexual energy completely to yourself and just focus on your bag, no one can, and you have the right boundaries in place, no one can affect your emotions. No one can affect your emotions to throw you off kilter. And then that secures and keeps your root chakra in balance. That keeps you financially stable by keeping your emotions in check. And you do that by waiting for the right one and protecting your sexual energy. Because the person that you have sex with has access to your emotional body, which is also your spiritual body. You understand? So we all protect ourselves. So this is how this coven was attacking you in the past. But their attacks are all thwarted and blocked. So they can't affect your money because you don't allow anyone in. You don't allow anyone access in friendship or in dating. I don't even think you're dating, but you don't allow anyone access to your emotional body. Anyone that you have to conference with, they go as far as the mental plane, the mental body, because the mental just has to do with the intake and output of information. How you interface with people, places, and things through your five senses. Okay, you smell, you talk, communicate, you see with your eyes and take in information you hear. You need that to function in the real world. You have to talk to the banker. You have to talk to your boss at work. You have to talk to coworkers to get the job done. But it doesn't go beyond the mental. Your emotional body is the next layer. You don't give these people access to your emotional body. You keep it at the mental body with these people because you use that to make your money. So because you know how to spiritually protect yourself, the game is over for all of these people, and someone can't move to calmer waters. Tell me more about the situation with the Empress reverse that's no longer in a mental imprisonment. Tell me more about the Empress in the reverse energy that's no longer in a mental imprisonment. Okay, this can be an older man or woman. Somebody might be actually getting divorced or getting out of a contract. Why my ring is coming off here. This is someone that was hired to drain you. Okay, this is somebody that was hired to drain you spiritually, day and night. They had a contract for a certain season of your life, to drain your spiritual energy over and over and over and over again. Meaning every morning you woke up, you were going to be bombarded with a whole bunch of negative energy that she would send toward you. This is a woman. Every morning you woke up, you were to be bombarded with a whole bunch of energy that you would have to get up and shake the devil off. You would have to get up and turn on some music. You would have to get up and sage your home. You would have to get up every morning and cleanse that energy off. Okay? So she did this to you day and night. Day and night. She was paid money day and night to send negative energy toward you. And she does have a reputation for being very good at doing this for a season of your life. But the cycle is over for that. And she was not able to drain your energy with the coven that she was working with. She wasn't working alone. It wasn't just her energy. She was working with other people that were a part of a coven with her. But day and night, they all worked to drain your energy. But you were able to transmute all of that energy the same way, because whoever you are love, abundant love. When I tell you, you are abundant love, you know how to transmute dark energy into love and light. Just like a tree knows how to take in carbon monoxide and turn it into oxygen, you are a tree of love that knows how to absorb negative energy and turn it, alchemize it into positive energy, literally, through laughter, through jokes, through happiness, through joy. So the time is up and you still accomplished your goal. You're still single and you're maintaining your financial stability, which their goal was to stop you from maintaining your financial stability so that you'd be backed into a corner and get into a toxic relationship. Now, what they want me to tell you about, this might be a Libra energy with the Empress reverse. What they want me to tell you about this Libra Empress reverse energy that was working with the coven to drain your energy, and this might come as a surprise to you, but you might not even be surprised. You might all have already known it. The wheel is coming out because this Libra is connected to you. She's a past life. You know her. Y'all know each other. Absolutely you do. Whoever this Libra is, you might have done something to her, you or your ancestors, in a past life for a certain amount of time. And that is why the exact amount of time from the day they started working on you to the last time they worked on you, that when the season ended, they were allowed to do this to you. Because there's something that happened in a past life before, between you and this Libra energy, that whatever amount of time this Libra was attacking you is the amount of time you did something to them in a past life. And it's the amount of energy that you utilize to do whatever this is in a past life. I feel like somebody might even want me to pull this energy real quick. Either this Libra was possessed by an ancestor or a ghost that you or your bloodline wronged in the past, or they themselves are a past life of yours, and you wronged them. And you wronged them for the exact... Let me explain how karma and the wheel works. Let me explain to you how karma and the wheel works. With karma and the wheel, the exact amount of energy that is exerted for the exact amount of time on any person that you cause any imbalance for in any of your lifetimes is the exact amount of karma that you're going to get back. And it doesn't always mean you're going to get that karma back in the same lifetime. Sometimes it comes in one lifetime or 2 lifetimes over. Okay. And it comes in the same way, the exact same amount of time and the exact amount of energy that you expended causing an imbalance for another is how it comes back to you. So let me see if there is some past life energy, because I love this. I'm having fun. I'm having so much fun with these little past life regressions. Holy Divine Spirit, Tell me about what this past life energy I'm picking up on with this Libra and a high priestess. What is this past? The sun. Wow, illumination. The sun. All right. What is this past life energy with this Libra and this high priestess or high priest energy I'm picking up? Clarify the wheel. What happened in a past life? What is the relationship between this Libra and collective in a past life? Tell me, what is it? I just saw it. What is the relationship between this Libra and this high priestess in a past life? Wow, they told me to do 10. Sorry, y'all gonna have to wait. They're telling me to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the relation of this Libra to this high priestess from a past life? What is the past life? I got the sun and the world. Wow. I got both the sun and the world. Hold on. You're about to see. That's judgment. Oh my God. Wow. Judgment? Uh-oh. Child, what did you do? What did you do? What is the relation of this Libra to the high priestess from a past life? It's a judgment. This is, oh wow, yeah, that's judgment energy. The 9 of staves. Uh-oh. Give me a sec. I have to make sure I get the right ones. So we all know that judgment, Oh, judgment. Okay, I was thinking justice. The 2 of staves. The 2 of cups. The magician. Uh-oh. That magician is back out again. That magician is back out again. This is so funny because if this is the same energy that I picked up on when I did that other past life, this is that same energy again, the magician. What did you do, child? Anything else, Holy Spirit? The high priestess. Uh-oh, the high priestess. Oh, Lord, what did you do, child, to this Libra in a past life? You're under judgment for something you did in a past life. All right, we about to see. The high priestess, the magician. I already feel like this is your energy, this magician. I already feel like this magician is your ass. This because you popped up before in the other past life with somebody else that was a part of this as this magician that you wronged. See, I already told you about your ass. Whoever you are in a past life, you was a magician that was not in alignment. I already told you you're a woman in this life, but in the past life, you was a magician and you were not in alignment. You was going around doing love spells and magic over women, whereby they were not allowed to utilize their free will to make a choice about you. The women that you interacted with, you put spell work on. You were going around putting spell work, and that's why in this life you mastered detachment, because you had to be born into a family that would be very cold to you, so that you would learn detachment. So in this life, you would know to not force yourself on people by manipulating them with magic. But if a person, you had to learn to respect people's free will. Whoever you are, you had to learn to respect people's free will. And that's why in this life you were born in a circumstance that forced you to have a detachment style, whereby in your relationships, when it's time to detach, if a person does not want you, you instantly detach and let them go and walk away, and you don't bother them no more. Because that was part of what you needed to learn in this lifetime. And it carried over because in the last lifetime, all of the women you interacted with, you put spell work on them. You put spell work on them so that they would accept your offers. So you were manipulating the free will of the women you interfaced with as a masculine magician in a past life. Look at you, your crazy looking self. Justice. That's Libra energy right there. You see that, Justice? And I don't know if this is a part of it or not, because this came out too. I don't know if you took somebody from someone's family. We're about to find out what this is. All right, the High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess from a past life. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Got it. This Libra was the High Priestess in the past life. Okay. This Libra was a High Priestess in a past life. Okay. That changed how they felt about something. They might have changed how they felt about something. The Eight of Pentacles reverse. They thought about something. So in a past life, when they sat down to reflect about something, the Eight of Pentacles reverse. It could have something to do with your skills and abilities. Maybe what is this they were thinking about? What I'm thinking is right. They're clarifying for me. Okay, got it. I feel like you might have mentally manipulated this Libra in a past life and used magic on them. And they might not have known at the time that you cast a spell on them to get them. And later on, when they realized that it was manipulation that you did on them, and that you were just using them to drain their energy. That's why the Ace of Swords is here. I'm looking right at it. There's the Nine of Swords. This person was stressed out. I stressed this Libra out. Basically, it's saying like, I stressed out this Libra in a past life. Okay. That's what you're saying. It's like, I stressed out this Libra in a past life because I used mental manipulation and magic to force them to be with me. And then they got in their thoughts and they realized that it was all magic and it wasn't their own free will. And that they were being used as a high priestess, and whoever you are, the magician, you were draining their energy. You were just using them as an object, just like the other energy, past life enemy that you had, that you came out as a magician for. This is another. So whoever you are, you was a magician that understood high priestess energy. and you were collecting high priestesses. I'm just going to tell, and I'm going to clarify the rest. You were a magician. You're a woman in this life, but you're a woman that knows how to instantly detach from anybody. You don't try. You ain't into keeping nobody that don't want to be kept. But that's because in a past life, you had to learn in this life. In a past life, you were going around collecting high priestesses. And you were doing spell work over them to get these high priestesses to marry you or become your concubine. And then you were not even engaging with them in a real relationship, where you were just using them as your little concubines to drain their energy to do spell work with. Basically the same thing that you're going through in this lifetime. And that's the truth. That's why the Eight of Pentacles reverse came out. You took this Libra high priestess, tricked them with magic the same way you did that other masculine energy that was a woman in a past life. They're the masculine energy that in this life was a man that did this to you, but in the past life was also a high priestess woman, and you did the same thing to that person. So your little ass, you little heifer, in this life you crying. In this life, whoever you are, whatever these people did to you, they were allotted a certain season of time to do it to you, because these are people that you literally, as a magician, were collecting high priestesses, and you were draining their energy and doing magic using their energy in a past life. The same thing that is happening to you in this life. Wow. And you're under judgment. Whoever you are serving a spiritual sentence. But the sentence is like coming to an end right now. That's why I want you to understand the cycle is coming to complete for paying back the karma. But each person that's been attacking you is someone that you drained energy from as this magician in the past life. Now, in this life, you're like an earth angel. Whoever you are in this life, you are literally like an earth angel. So you might have thought, I'm a victim, but you're really not a victim. You're not a victim. These people are all allotted a certain season of your life to attack, drain, and do everything you did to them in a past life. But then when that time ends, they have to stop, because then the karma will have been repaid. Now, tell me, Holy Spirit, the Two of Staves. This was something that you had planned. Oh, man. Told you. Tell me about the Two of Staves. What was that? The Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah. The Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, you made them into a concubine. You see how this is the same energy. You see how her back is turned and she's sitting here staring at the water. You see how her back is turned to you? You know, she's sitting there. It's like you made this person one of your concubines, but you just kind of put them all up on a shelf. You were collecting high priestesses and you were putting them like on a shelf. You provided for them, but you only used them when you wanted to drain their energy. And you can tell she was very resentful. That's why her back is turned like this. You know, her only solace and peace of mind probably came from staring into the water, wishing she could get the hell away from you. I cannot make this stuff up, child. I cannot. She was sitting there as a concubine, high priestess, that only got called out of her room, her quarters, when you wanted to drain her energy. And then she had to go sit back down. Even if you were providing, her only solace and peace she got, the same way you wish you could just get away. All I want to do is get the hell away from this crazy Libra high priestess. In the past life, that's what she wanted to do. All she wanted to do was get the hell away from you. And when she wasn't being drained by you, she was sitting in front of the water in the little position in your palace or castle, staring out into the water, wishing she could fly away. Oh, if I was a bird and I had wings, oh Lord, I would fly away. Selah. Psalm 55. She just wanted to get away from you. What is this Nine of Staves? Child. Judgment reversed. This is somebody else. This is a person that and it came out and I didn't pull cards. The other day, past life enemy came out for the person that got a judgment over you stating that you were some kind of a prostitute, and that you were molested and that you were mentally disabled, that can't get a judgment reversed in court. And I didn't pull the cards on it because I didn't want the reading to be too long. And they want me to talk about it still. They said this was your past life enemy. It might be this Aquarius energy. So confirm. And so this might be this Aquarius energy, the 9 of Staves. Okay. Somebody was very burdened. What happened in a past life with this energy? Oh, wow. Child, you might have had a slave. In a past life, you might have kept somebody as a slave. Okay. Somebody might have wanted to be free with this Fool card here. And you might have then had a slave in a past life. Go ahead, Holy Spirit. And this could have been like an indentured slave. This, I'm not getting chattel slavery. I'm not getting chattel slavery like in North America. This is beyond that. This might have been like an indentured slave that you did not pay fairly to. Okay. This was somebody that you did not give fair wages to, or something was unjust and unfair. What's the 2 of Swords? What's the 2 of Swords, Lord? Yeah, somebody, you tricked somebody. In a past life, you tricked that person, this Aquarius energy that had this judgment over you. You tricked somebody into being an indentured slave, and you promised them equality in, I guess, compensating them for whatever they were going to do, or work, whatever work they were going to do for you. You promised them fair pay, or whatever the exchange was for their labor. They were an indentured slave to you, but you put on way more burden. You put way more burden on this person, and 6 of Pentacles reverse, and you did not give them what you promised them. Okay. Somebody didn't get their wish fulfillment, and you persevered. Whoever you are, I feel like you might have persevered and moved forward. Or that might be a Cancer energy, the Hermit. Oh, this might be a Cancer energy. This might be the Cancer even. But all these people you're connected to. This is the person that made a deal with the Aquarius. And somebody moved to calmer waters. So after somebody was your indentured slave for a certain period of time, you never gave them what you promised them. This might be that Cancer energy even. Oh, and you didn't want to give, you didn't give them their freedom. Look at this. You didn't give them their freedom, the 9 of Swords. You did not let this person go free. You kept them in some kind of imprisonment for an extended period of time with the 9 of Swords to the Fool card. And this was like an indentured slave of yours, or servant. Let's not even say slave, because I don't think that's slave. I think this person was an indentured servant of yours that you, and that they wanted you to have the clarity. So the Cancer Warlock. So this could have even been during a season of their life, because this is somebody that might have had other seasons in their life. But in a past life, or one of your past lives, this Cancer Warlock was an indentured servant of yours that did way more work and stuck to you for way more years, and you did not give them fairness in whatever the compensation was. And they wanted you to have clarity about who that was. Oh my God. You burdened them. The Sun in reverse. They had a bad life because of you. They had a bad life because of you in a past life. And this goddamn Libra High Priestess wanted to grow wings and fly away. I'll do anything if I could just get the hell away from this goddamn magician. Lord have mercy. Who else did you wrong, goddammit? This is hilarious. That's this justice energy, the Libra. God. What is the 2 of Cups? Clarify this 2 of Cups energy. You might have cut somebody off. You might have made somebody an offer and cut them off. A King of Pentacles reverse. that took what was the obstacle? They took very quick action to do something because you cut somebody, you made someone an offer and you cut them off. And then you attack them. Okay. You made somebody an offer and then you cut them off and then you attack them. Why? What was the obstacle? What was the obstacle? You didn't want them to have a new start. The Fool card reverse. You didn't want this person to get a new start in their life. Who is this energy? Don't tell me it's a Leo, because I'm looking in the background of this card right here and you can't see it until I pull the card close. You see, this looks like the face of a lion in the background, and then you see the wings connected. You see the wings connected to the back of this lion. But interestingly, this is a depiction in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church of like the 4 beasts in the book of Revelation. Who is this energy that you made an offer to, and then you might have connected with somebody and then just cut them off, and then you might have tried to attack them or orchestrate a crime for them to be attacked? Who is this energy, Holy Spirit? And they were heartbroken. Somebody was heartbroken. It's like you made somebody an offer, you might have done something with somebody and then tossed them to the side. And then if they tried to say it was an injustice, you orchestrated a crime against them to get rid of them. The 4 wands reverse. Okay, so this could have been someone that you were thinking about marrying, or you pretended like you wanted to, that you were going to promise them a marriage, and then you pulled your offer back. Okay, somebody had an ego death, and someone had an ego death because they didn't get what they were expecting. Got it. So you made somebody an offer, got the draws, and then pulled your offer back. And then when they started bothering you about it, how dare you? How dare you? I gave you my virginity or whatever. You pulled your offer back. And when they started making a stink about it, you had somebody to attack them and do some crime against them. Oh, God, you sent people toward them. Who is this energy? Who is this energy? A magician or someone you did magic on? The Moon card, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody could be a Cancer even. Oh, Lord, you might have another Cancer. There might even be another Cancer. A Cancer high priestess or high priest. Oh, is that same Cancer energy? You made them an offer and then you lied about it. So some energy like, it's some energy like you lied about something. I'm almost, what I'm feeling like might have happened was you might have made, this could have been like a Cancer high priest or high priestess that you made an offer to, like you wanted to marry them. And then instead you made them your slave or an indentured servant. That's what I'm picking up on. Clarify. And a Leo too. There was both a Leo and a Cancer. You did this too. Child. And then you let them go. And you got some form of abundance, the 10 of Pentacles. So you might have done this to both a Leo and a Cancer in a past life. You catfished them and pretended like you wanted to make them some kind of an offer, right? Like they were like you wanted to marry them or something like that. But then you turned them into like an indentured servant or something like that and didn't pay them. And then they worked for you for whatever amount of time. You didn't give them what you wanted. And then you might have got rid of them. And that's why you're having a tower now in this life, and all these energies orchestrated. They orchestrated all this against you. And it was through gang stalking contract that you were put in that all of your karma came back to you in this life, even though the contract's over now. And it had to do with a contract you had with these people. I'm going to break it down for y'all real quick. I see exactly what's going on here. I see exactly. Do you remember when I told you all that the new government administration that's coming, the new government coming in with Trump being the president, it doesn't matter if it's Democratic, Republican, the new government that's in place, your good karma, okay, and justice is going to come through that government. It doesn't matter what system is in place. What dictates how your life goes is the wheel. It's the wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune is going to come through whatever system it is, because all government systems are corrupt. So that means your good karma is now coming to you through whatever system is in place, whether it's corrupt or not. You're going to have good karma in it. And the same way, whatever government system was in place in the past life, you were able to orchestrate something whereby you were collecting high priestesses that you were just isolating and putting on a shelf and just using like your personal batteries to harness their energy and do magic with. Okay. You were also part of it, was also some of the people that so the Libra was a high priestess that you did spell work over to marry, but in actuality, you just kept her as your own personal battery to keep on charging up off of, along with others that were connected to you. But there was also an element of some other people that you, in the system you lived in, you flirted with, like, yes, I want to marry you. You might have even traveled to other lands. I feel like you could have even traveled like to distant lands because maybe you had land and money, and you might have traveled to different places or sent people out. Tell this person that I want to marry them. Tell this person's family. Tell this person's family that I'm searching for a wife. Can I have your daughter? Can I have your son? Can I tell this person? And then when they get to you, instead you turn them into an indentured servant and you make them do hard labor and work for you after you've taken them from their family from far, far away. Okay. It's some energy like that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, wow. I just saw something. Oh my God. I literally, my God. My God, my God, my God. Y'all, I know y'all are like, what, QUAN, what? I'm going to tell you what. You were this magician and you had land. In a past life, you had land and you were like a magician judge energy. And you had people, you were an authority figure, a hierophant. And you sent people out to other parts of the land you lived in. And you took people from their family, young women even. You took even young women from their families. And you sent your people out and said, tell their family they're going to be married to me and that I'm the governor of this village over here. And when these people gave you their daughter or son to be an indentured servant or whatever, once they got to your part of the land, wherever you were, and I feel like whatever country you were from in a past life, your people went out far and wide. Like if you can imagine a tribe that goes around kidnapping the daughters of other tribes or something like that. You sent your people out, your little henchmen, like you're from, like for instance, my dad is Amara. Okay, he's Amara. That's a tribe in Ethiopia, but his father is Amara. Amara. What am I talking about? Amhara. Sorry, his father is Amhara, but his mother is Oromo, and his mother comes from southern Ethiopia. And his mother was kidnapped by his father's tribesmen and brought to their land from the same country and made to be like a concubine energy there. She was kidnapped when she was 15 years old, and she was never taken back to her family again. And instead, she was made one of his concubines, and that's how my father was born. His mother was kidnapped from southern Ethiopia by Amhara, the Amhara tribes, and she was from Oromia. She's Oromo. And my father became Amhara because his father and grandfather with Amhara. So it's some kind of dynamic like that going on, playing out in this lifetime, whereby whoever you were, you sent somebody out, or you went out yourself, and you promised a marriage. You told somebody that I'm going to marry your daughter, or I'm going to take your child, and they're going to work. I'm going to give them an education. Whatever you told them, you made someone an offer for marriage, but instead you put them to work. You made somebody an offer for marriage. You took somebody from their family. Instead, you brought them back to your homeland, to the land that you govern, and you made them an indentured servant, and they did hard work, and you didn't even treat them fairly financially. Okay, and this is what you did to several people. You did this to several people. You did this to a Leo. You did this to that Cancer Warlock. The Libra high priestess was a high priestess in the past life. You gave her a soft, whoever you are, the high priestesses, you gave more of a soft life to, because you knew their energy had to be pure, or it was something about their energy. You needed them to be comfortable. Okay. But the Leo and Cancer Warlock, they were, you tricked them, you catfished them. Yeah, I'm going to marry you. You're going to be one of my wives. But they ended up an indentured servant. But there was a masculine you dated in this life that was a high priestess in a past life, and this Libra high priestess. The two of them, they might have had more of a soft life. They might have had like quarters in your castle or wherever you were, but you use them like an object on a shelf. They couldn't go nowhere. They couldn't do nothing but stare out into the water and wish they could fly away from your ass. Because the only time you called them out their room or went to see them was to drain their energy and use them like human batteries. And you did this for seasons in all of these people's lives. And all of it has played out under this contract. All of this has played out under the contract in this life. And they wanted me to provide that clarity, because this is what's breaking the contract, break the bond. This is what's bringing this cycle to a close for you, dispelling and speaking the truth about why everything happened and how all these people from your past life are connected to you. I told you, a lot of people that you seem to can't get away from. And oh Lord, if I was a bird, I would fly away. It's because it's something that has to be spoken out. It's something that has to be resolved and made fair from a past life. So for whoever you are, by being aware and notifying even the people that have been around you and connected to you, that you're getting, what happened, you have to speak the truth. It's so funny, if you ever watch those Nollywood movies, it's interesting because they literally play out like this, where it's something going on in a family. The family is cursed. Nobody, Nollywood Nigerian movies, the family has a curse and no one's getting along, and somebody in the family is possessed with a spirit. And finally, at the end of the movie, at the end of the 4-hour movie, I love them movies though. They call in a pastor, or they call in a practitioner, and they go into the family and they do some history. They do some history of the bloodline of the family. They do a past life regression sometime, because they have to find out what the problem was. They have to find out what was going on, why something's playing out the way it is, and nobody can figure out why it's a curse on a family. And then finally, they pray over everybody in the family or squirt holy water, and then a ghost will step out that was possessing the body of one of the people in the family, and then they'll speak the truth. You violated this person and got them pregnant, and that's really this person's son, and you banished them from the village in the last life cycle, and this is your returning child coming back to bring karma to you, because you got her pregnant and you lied about it because you were the king, and you banished her from the village, and you have to make it right now by bringing them back into the fold and restoring them. And that's going to remove the curse off the family. It's almost like one of those type things. It's almost literally like one of those type things that has played out here. So this Libra is a past life high priestess that you put on a shelf and use as a human battery. And that's why they were allowed to do that for a season of your life. Tower. Lord have mercy. People are so emotional. People are so over flooded with emotions. All right, what else, Holy Spirit? You made an offer and took it back. This is going to allow everyone to move to calmer waters. Resolving this past life now, this ends the conflict and everyone can move on to calmer waters now. Okay, so let me pull some messages. This is a movie. This is a freaking movie. This is literally, this would make for a great Nollywood movie. I'm telling you. Yo, collective, tell me I'm lying. Past life enemy, crown chakra. I literally split the deck. Past life. I can't make this. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. The person that bound your crown chakra, we already know from my other past life reading, somebody had one of you all injected with a Neuralink technology to try to block your pineal gland and crown chakra, to limit your spiritual abilities. But the reason this person did that was because in a past life, you were a man and they was a high priestess woman, and you wanted them to marry you. You wanted them to marry you, so you did spell work to block their intuition so that they would marry you. And then you ended up putting them up on a shelf at that high priestess and utilizing them as your own human battery, like their prisoner. And this person you dated in this life did the same thing to you, but through the modern day system. You were implanted with some kind of chip or something, a Neuralink technology, and they did spell work to block you spiritually. And if this person ever ghosted or walked away from you, you didn't pursue them or chase them. You detached instantly from them. And that was because in a past life, you did magic on them to control their free will, to force them to be with you because you wanted to be married to them. But you wanted to marry them for your own selfish purpose, not because you love them, because you wanted to use her high priestess energy to do your magic with. And that's why in this life, this person wanted to use you for your energy and they blocked you spiritually. But in this life, because you learned the lesson of doing spell work to control people's free will, you were able to instantly detach from that person. And that's why you didn't chase them. Everything is always going to add up when you're dealing with karma and the universe. The universal laws have to play out. CIA, past life enemy. Oh God, y'all got me doing this, man. Someone on your mom's side of the family. Wow. Heyoka for healing. Someone on your dad's side of the family. Why do I have these cards right here? A black man. Yeah, these people are a black man on your mom's side of the family. Someone in the Southeast state. These people are, listen, these people are literally connected to you. These people are literally connected to you through what you did in a past life. So they want you to know something about a neighbor's connection to a black man that might have set you up to be for something to happen to your crown chakra to block you. This is the person that set you up to be Neuralinked, that worked with someone in the CIA. Someone might have a foster parent as well. This is about that. And it's about a neighbor. What do you want me to know about the person that set you up to be Neuralinked and this neighbor? What about this neighbor? All right, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Yeah, there was a neighbor that would see. Let me explain. They didn't just do regular spell work on you. Whoever you are, for somebody, everyone's story is a little different. But the Neuralink technology that they set you up with someone you were dating to be injected with, that combined with the spell work is why they had so much confidence it would work. Because when they do spell work and send energy towards you to make you sick, it was supposed to be amplified by the electric pulses that were being shot throughout your body by that Neuralink technology that they put in your body. And this is why where regular spell work might do one thing, the spell work compiled with the Neuralink technology that sends shockwaves through your body, it was supposed to like destroy you from the inside out. So if you have this Neuralink technology that you all know, I'm not talking out the side of my neck. If you think I am, type in Fox 5 News and type in Neuralink man paralyzed walks. The Neuralink that they implant in a paralyzed man from an outside computer, they hit a button and it sends shockwaves, electrical shockwaves through the man's body from the Neuralink implant to his feet and legs to cause his legs to work and his feet to move. Okay, look it up. It's in the news. So the Neuralink technology that they illegally implanted in your body that might make your foot jerk or your leg, they were supposed to do spell work on you. And that Neuralink technology they illegally implanted in you was supposed to send shockwaves through your body to amplify the spell work. The energy from the spell work was supposed to be amplified from the shockwaves from the Neuralink technology. And that's why they thought they would be guaranteed that you would have a heart attack. It was supposed to be guaranteed that you would have an aneurysm. All the things that they were trying to do to your body, it literally was supposed to be guaranteed that you would experience a death. What about, so this neighbor was doing spell work on you, but the spell work, and this is just someone out to do anything for money. This spell work backfired. This neighbor was working for the government. So one of your neighbors that took an offer from the government to do spell work on you, they're done. They're completely done. Okay. They don't want to cause any more conflict or beef with you. But it had to do with the contract. One of your neighbors had a contract to do spell work on you, but their spell work backfired. It could have been a bad backfire too. Okay. And they couldn't produce the results that they expected, 3 of Wands reverse, from that Neuralink implant and the spell work working in unison together. And what about that black man energy that for somebody that set you up for the Neuralink for somebody? What about that energy, Holy Divine Spirit, that set you up to be Neuralinked? Okay, they're lying about it. Okay, the Page of Swords. Yeah, they're trying to lie. They're trying to lie because they don't. They're trying to lie about their involvement with a Capricorn. They're trying to lie about their involvement with this Capricorn to balance the situation right now. Okay, because this Capricorn is a narcissist. Holy Spirit, let's talk about this Capricorn for a minute, because they might be connected to Elon Musk. Okay, I spelled it like that for a reason. Because they know they have to lie, because these people are connected to Elon Musk, and they know it was his bullshit Neuralink technology that the government has been experimenting on you and other people with, and they will never claim responsibility, just like the government never claims responsibility. The same way the government will never, ever admit and claim responsibility for MK Ultra until 50 years later. You know, they actually finally apologized for MK Ultra and admitted to it, but it was only after they finished doing everything they wanted to do, and all the people that victimized people had already aged out and literally were dying of natural causes. That's when they apologized for it. They were like, yeah, okay, I know y'all accused us of MK Ultra and we want to apologize. Now that all the people that victimized you are dead or dying, we want to apologize because we promised we'd protect them, and we would only admit to it after they lived a full and complete life. And they're going to do the same thing with this Neuralink. But the problem is you're still alive, and that Neuralink is in your body. And if you get an MRI, it can be seen and detected, and they know that. So what are they going to do about that? What are they going to do about that? Because the Neuralink is there. It is right. If you go get an MRI right now, they will look and see that Neuralink right there. So how do you explain that, Elon Musk, that worked with, who's this Capricorn? Talk to me, Holy Spirit. Who is this? Let's talk about this Capricorn for a moment. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Y'all see it. This Capricorn is, they might go by some kind of name like Zeki or Zekel. Who's this Capricorn? This person might be Ethiopian. This might even be the president of a country that was in cooperation with Elon Musk to allow certain people to be used as a human experiment because they thought they would die. Tell me about this Capricorn. Clarify this Capricorn all the way. They're going to give me some of the energies this Capricorn was working with, too. Of course, Amarado Mustafa, this West African connected to Minnesota, Georgia. Let me see, Minnesota, Georgia, well, all over. Blah, 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 blah. Amsterdam, England. Amarado Mustafa, this West African. These are people that were hired to be a part of these experiments that these people have been conducting. Tell me about this Capricorn. Unless they don't want me to fully, well, I already yelled it out anyway. Clarify this Capricorn. The Vietnamese, the Chinese hacker, a third party in the government that knows you, this Eritrean at the NSA. These are all of the energies that are Filipino. That was a new love interest. The Eritrean, we already got that twice. That Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. His name came out already. Somebody has foster parents. Somebody has foster parents. Or all these people were in this devil energy. But there is a Capricorn specifically that was allowing all this to happen because they were in bed with Elon Musk, the boss, the supervisor. South Africa. This is their potential love interest, no sex or dating yet. This Capricorn was the boss or supervisor about this. They were a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let me explain. A priest specifically. See, the problem is Elon Musk, the reason his investors, and I posted the article, were questioning his practices, and they thought that they were talking in code because there was an article in the paper that was saying Elon Musk investors are questioning his tactics in how he's been experimenting with his chip with the monkeys. Because of something going on with their left eye. Now, monkeys was them talking in code for us. I'm just going to tell you straight up. They were talking about us. And the investors, they knew that Elon Musk, but they were like, he has questionable practices. And they showed these monkeys and was like, because there's something going on with that chip, like a malfunction with the left eye. Now, everybody that's been illegally injected, and I saw a whole bunch of Black women just a few years ago that were on YouTube, and they made videos, and they had bumps around their left eye, and all of them were saying somebody injected me with such and such, and they were covering their left eye and saying they were in pain and this, that, and the other. And I was following them, and they disappeared completely off of YouTube. And I hope those women are still alive right now. But when they said monkeys, Elon Musk investors are questioning a malfunction in the left eye of the monkeys, and they're questioning his practices when they were experimenting with that Neuralink. The monkeys were the people that it was code work for us, the people that they inserted it in and that they were testing. And the thing is, the only reason they did it to you was because they were assured by your family members and whoever else, because somebody told them that you were nothing but a drug addicted prostitute that was homeless. So no one would ever find out who you are. But they fucked up. They fucked up because they lied about who you were because they wanted the money. It's almost like somebody that is a somebody. Somebody is a somebody, but somebody kidnaps you and they try to sell you as a slave to somebody else and say, oh, this is a nobody. You can do whatever you want with them because I just want the money. Are you sure? Nobody's going to come looking for this person? Are you sure? Nobody's ever going to look up this person? No, nobody. They're isolated. Nobody knows who they are. They're absolute nobody. It's almost like what Joseph in the Bible's brothers did to him. But the problem was Joseph was actually a somebody and his light shined very bright. But they were greedy and wanted the money and were jealous of him. So they said, if we just sell him into slavery, no one will ever find him again. But they forgot Joseph had a mouthpiece and he was smart and clever. So even if they put him amongst people that were slaves, that no one listened to, because his mouthpiece and his mind, and he was so clever, his skills and abilities and that mouthpiece got him to places that they never thought he would get. And he ended up being exposed in the end because they ended up making him the whole king of Egypt. You can't take a person that's a somebody and try to put them somewhere and hide them and tell people they're nobody. You can do whatever you want to them, because if they are truly a somebody, whatever makes them a somebody is at some point going to manifest and come out and expose you. You understand? And that's what they did to you. They told these people that they wanted to offer you up for this experiment because you were a nobody. And if it ever got out, don't worry, we'll just get rid of them. They're a drug addicted prostitute. We'll kill them. But they completely lied about who you are, because you come from a very prominent bloodline and you have spiritual protection and an ancestral bloodline that is very important. And somebody had the nerve to try to pimp you and to lie and say you were a drug addicted nobody and you can inject them with this chip, experiment with them, and then you can just kill them and get rid of them. An idiot. An idiot with a low IQ thought that they would be able to pull this off. They thought that they could literally make a Joseph energy go away. So now Elon Musk is frustrated because he was told that you was a nobody and him and his goony goons could get away with the subjects and follow them and test them and run tests and do whatever they wanted. And they would organize all these people at the CIA, the Vietnamese in your community, local government, Chinese hacker to hack and follow you to see if you would have sex, and they could measure how much energy is released when you orgasm. These people literally wanted to completely study you, every part of you, but they can't study you because you are inactive. You refuse to interact with anyone or anything, and you know how to shut down your chakras. So they're not getting what they want from you, and they're exposed. So this was a whole group orchestrated by people that were volunteered by their families because their families promised they would keep you under control. Tell me about Elon Musk. Is that the South African we're talking about? NSA? That might be the South African we're talking about. Elon Musk. Let's go, Holy Spirit. What about Elon? Yep. The Three of Cups. Yep. These were people that he had relationships with, business and friendship. And now he's in his thoughts about the offer that he made to these people. Now he's in his thoughts about the offer that he made to these people. Clarify the Four of Swords. He's trying to kick this King of Swords reverse out his energy now because he has to disassociate himself with trying to use you and speaking in code. The monkeys that they're having a malfunction. This is how he talks. This is how he talks. The monkeys, it's a malfunction with the chip, with the left side of the eye that's going on. There's a malfunction in the monkeys that we experimented on. He's talking about y'all, the humans. And he's kicking the King of Swords out his energy. Who's this King of Swords reverse that Elon Musk is pulling his energy back from? Who? Somebody that thinks the experiment is belly up. Somebody that's not going to recover from orchestrating all these people to use you to experiment on. Who is the King of Swords reverse? It's a person that's under judgment right now. It's this person under judgment right now. Who is this King of Swords reverse? I thought I saw Aquarius. We're going to see. Who is the King of somebody that's trying to lie their ass off, manipulate and gaslight people about this right now? The Page of Cups. Who is this Page of Cups energy? Narcissist that's trying to lie right now. Somebody that's tried to create an injustice. Somebody that's watching you right now that did the injustice on you. It could be all of them. Somebody that's watching a hermit. Somebody that might be watching a hermit right now. Elon Musk is going to try to, well, of course, he's going to deny responsibility and pull his energy back because he was promised you were a drug-addicted crackhead that was a prostitute because you were abused, but it was a lie. Somebody was like, he was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, yeah, you don't have to worry about them because this person literally just wanted the money. And you shouldn't be doing that, even if a person was a drug addicted prostitute, meth head or crackhead, you shouldn't be doing that to them. This Eritrean at the NSA, they wanted to win at all costs to get that money. This Eritrean at the NSA, they took very quick action. They wanted to win at all costs. Or they're taking quick action right now to try to get a message out. What is that? They're getting a message to that Cancer Warlock energy right now. So this Eritrean is quickly contacting the Cancer Warlock. Okay, that would be Amarado Mustafa, West African practitioner. So if anybody wants to know who the Eritrean at the NSA is, in case anyone is doing an investigation and you want to know who the Eritrean NSA is, since we can't find out exactly who these people are, if you want to know who the Eritrean at the NSA is, they are connected to Amarado Mustafa, this West African from Senegal. Amarado Mustafa, you can find him between Georgia and Minnesota and wherever else he goes between. But you can find him between Georgia and Minnesota. Okay? And he's connected to Hannah Miriam, the great granddaughter of Haile Selassie. He's connected to all of them. This Eritrean at the NSA, he's also connected to Admasu Wubu, an Ethiopian priest in Maryland, in Columbia, Maryland. Admasu Wubu, an Ethiopian priest in Columbia, Maryland. Amarado Mustafa, a Senegalese West African, who's connected to this Eritrean at the NSA. This Eritrean has a connection to someone's play brother or play sister that works at the NSA. So right now, this Eritrean is contacting Amarado Mustafa to give them a message that we have to release everything. The 10 of Wands reverse. That it's completely over. But I think Amarado is kicking this Eritrean out their energy completely and trying to disassociate themselves because they feel like it's all their fault because they couldn't regulate their emotions and they went overboard in what they were doing to you. They wanted to win at all costs And because they couldn't regulate their emotions and they went overboard trying to kill you, now Amarado Mustafa, this West African from Senegal, connected to Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Georgia, okay, they are pulling their energy back and blocking out this Eritrean. Y'all hate me yet? Y'all hate me yet? You stepped in the landmine. You found the right one. This priest specifically is Admasu Wubu. Admasu Wubu, Columbia, Maryland, right by the NSA. This priest specifically is Admasu Wubu, Admasu Wubu. It could be spelled W-U-B-U or W-O-U-B-O-U. This is a priest that came from Ethiopia, okay, that worked for the NSA and was doing death spells on people. He's in Columbia, Maryland, right by the NSA. Admasu Wubu. This is an Ethiopian priest that Amarado Mustafa worked with. The priest was there to help do the death spells. Tell me about this Vietnamese energy. Tell me about this Vietnamese. Somebody's having a whole ego death right now. Of course you are. How dare you? How dare you be in your ego? Something didn't have the effect that they thought it would. When they accepted this money from this Gemini, when they accepted this money and bribe from the Gemini to do something to you, they were not expecting all this shit right here. It was a missed opportunity. Vietnamese. What about this Vietnamese energy? Yeah, it was a Gemini and an Aquarius that offered a Vietnamese local official or a Vietnamese code enforcement agent that works directly or indirectly for the FBI and the NSA. Okay, they accepted money from this Aquarius and Gemini, a Vietnamese person that works either as a code enforcement agent or in the local government in your community where you live. And they were not expecting all this at all. This person right now might be planning something. What is that? What are they planning? What is this Vietnamese planning? What is it? The Two of Wands. This Vietnamese might be planning something. The Queen of Wands. What is this Vietnamese planning? They better sit the fuck down somewhere. They're getting together to try to plan the Page of Pentacles for some type of work, a new start. What work? What work? This Vietnamese is going to try to get away with something. The Seven of Swords. What is this Vietnamese about to do to try to get away with? What is this Vietnamese about to try to get away with that they're not going to? This Vietnamese is losing their mind. Their brain is exploding right now. They can't move to calmer waters. You can't plan nothing. The cycle's over. You can't plan nothing. Sit down. Sit down and eat them fish heads with your chopsticks. Go sit down somewhere. The cycle's over. The cycle is over for using this Aries Emperor energy, Francis Severin Fotso, to create gang stalking illusions in your community. Because these people don't know how to regulate their emotions and they're too loud and obvious in what they do. All these people were working together. Tell me about this Chinese hacker. We already know Chinese hacker. It's self-explanatory. Because that's how they track your every single move. Not just on your car, not just through your phone, but if you were implanted with this Neuralink technology, that's how they track you too. So you could ditch your phone, ditch your car, and literally go out with nothing on you, no electronic, and they can still follow and track you any and everywhere you go. Okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's the truth. Tell me I'm lying. The Aces, that's the truth. And they want me to tell everybody that. Okay? For everyone watching me. Even if you ditch your phone, even if you don't have any electronics on you, even if you don't have a phone, if you walk naked in the woods and try to run from these people, the Neuralink technology that they've illegally implanted in some of you all They track you through that. So the tracker is in your body. You understand? And it's also got a it's some type of remote monitoring, some type of Neuralink remote monitoring camera in your eye where they can see everywhere you go, every street sign that you read, the state, if you think you're running somewhere. Everywhere that you can go, they can see through the camera, through your eye, if you've been injected with this. And that's the truth. Surveillance on a whole other level. What else, Holy Spirit? And someone's having an ego death because you're alive and you live to talk about it. What's foster parent? What is this foster parent energy? Somebody's foster parent is very childish. Someone that has a foster parent, your foster parent is very childish because they're having a tower right now about what they did to you. Ooh, child. Whoever has a foster parent, your foster parent is having a fit right now because this is going to bring down a tower. Your foster parent don't want to take any more chances in whatever they were doing to you. And whoever, Amarado Mustafa, the Senegalese West African practitioner, the way they keep him captive and they keep control over his life is they've injected him with this Neuralink technology too. Whether he's aware of it or not, they watch everything he does, everyone he talks to, and every move he makes because they've injected him with this Neuralink technology too. So that West African practitioner is kind of like their slave too, because they injected, I don't know if it was willingly, if he accepted this, or if they just did it against his will, but they implanted Amarado Mustafa, that West African practitioner from Senegal, with that same Neuralink technology so that they would never tell their government secrets and they could track them and monitor their movements and communications to make sure you are our slave and you will do what we want you to do. Umar Johnson is another one. They've also injected him with that same Neuralink technology, whether he's aware of it or not as well. They've also injected him and have him implanted either way when he was sleeping, in a deep sleep, whatever the case may be. But they've also injected one of them things in him too. There are several people that they've put that thing inside, including myself. What's going on with somebody's foster parent right now? They're getting a message to somebody. What's going on? They're getting a message to somebody that they can't associate with somebody anymore. The 3 of Cups reverse. Yup. They can't celebrate with somebody no more. They're letting somebody know they know what we did. Somebody's foster parent is communicating to somebody right now. They know what we did. They know what we did. They know what we did. And we can't celebrate with them anymore. They know exactly what we had done to them. And we got paid to do. It was a bad investment. It was a bad investment. Somebody's foster parent feels overwhelmed right now because they know exactly what they did to somebody. So if you are a foster child or were a foster child and experienced any of this and gang stalking, and you know what was done to you, they know that you know right now. The Filipino is a kitchen witch energy. What about this Filipino energy? It's just a kitchen witch. Yeah, it's a mother figure that has to, it's too much. This is too much for them. This is the mother figure. They can't hold on to something, a lie about the empress. Someone of Filipino descent might have told a lie about an empress, a mother figure, and now they have to let the lie go. Someone lied about an empress. A Filipino Queen of Cups mother figure told a lie. Who is this Filipino that lied about an empress? Somebody that was connected to an Aquarius. There is a Filipino that was connected to an Aquarius that told a lie about an empress. And whatever lie they told, it's too much of a burden right now because you're about to get justice. So the lie is going to lead back to whoever this Filipino is. Maybe they're going to go and give testimony or give a statement. Yeah, because whatever they were trying to do against the empress is completely over. Whoever this Filipino energy is. They had a lot. I mean, they paid so many people. They paid so many people to tell so many lies. Third party knows you. There you go. new love opportunity, whatever, whatever, whatever. See, the biggest issue for them is they were supposed to, and they should never do this, but they were supposed to only test and implant on people that they felt like they could get rid of, and nobody would care and nobody would know. But it's like somebody kidnapping somebody from the royal family, right? And making them disappear. And in the public eye, everybody's like, how come they never show that third child in that royal family? We never see them on family outings. We never see them anywhere. Where is that third child in the royal family? How come they never show them? How come they never show them? And then come to find out, a greedy family member that can't manifest nothing on their own took that child and sold them to somebody. But everybody in the royal family has red hair and looks a certain way. So years later, that royal child with the bright red hair, ends up getting a job working in news or on television, or they get a platform on YouTube where everybody can see their freckles and that red hair, and everybody keeps saying, you look like Prince Harry. You look like Prince Harry. You look like Prince Harry. Don't this person look like, but they gang stalk and try to implant and try to sacrifice and did all these things, and they're on a platform telling about all the things that were done to them, and then they realize, oh my God, this is the missing child from the royal family that they never show. How did they end up over here? Because somebody in the family was an idiot. Somebody in the family was an idiot and thought nobody would notice. What is the most probable outcome at this time? Somebody's no longer in a mental imprisonment. Excuse me. Something dropped on the floor. Second here, these take a minute to light. That's why I'm starting it right now. I'm going to pull a few more cards and then jump into the prayer. All right, sorry about that. I'll order the other coal instead because Lord have mercy. Okay. Give me a final message, please. Yeah, they're not going to be able to balance the situation. They are absolutely not going to be able to balance the situation. They're not going to be able to balance the situation regarding an injustice that they did against you, the Six of Pentacles reverse. But you are aware of the past life regression as well. Somebody might be taking very quick action, okay, to win at all costs. Because right now somebody is in a huge emotional upheaval about all of this. Somebody is in a very huge emotional upheaval about all of this. Wow, the card literally flipped in my hand. It like did a whole somersault. Yeah, somebody's going to speak the truth. Somebody is going to finally speak the truth about a hermit and about a Gemini, possibly, The Lovers reverse. Someone's going to tell the truth. Someone's going to come out and tell the whole truth about what they did to create an imbalance for you and to put you into a prison. Someone's going to go ahead and expose the truth. Too late. Kuan Yin already exposed it. Who's this person that's going to go ahead and expose the truth? I have Virgo energy, Gemini energy. I have the Pisces energy, the High Priestess, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. This might be a teacher energy or a hermit or a Virgo that might be about to hurry up and tell the truth. Somebody that somebody cut off, that someone's closed emotionally to, that couldn't persevere, that didn't want to let go of something, that's under judgment. The King of Swords. The end. All right. So this King of Swords energy, might be a practitioner. I'm picking up on an Aries. This might be an Aries practitioner. Okay. I don't know. This might be Francis Severin Foto under judgment right now for what these people did and orchestrated. Somebody didn't want to let something go, but they couldn't persevere. They're completely shut down emotionally right now. Either they completely cut somebody off. They might have cut this. They might have completely cut this teacher energy off. Somebody might have actually been a school teacher or a principal or something. But they're getting ready. They might have cut this person. Either this teacher energy cut off Francis Severin Foto, or Francis Severin Foto cut them off. But either way, they're completely shut down emotionally. They cannot persevere with what they were trying to do. And they're about to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth about everything that was orchestrated with this Gemini energy, this teacher energy, and everybody involved. I'm Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. The end. All right. Collective, that is the end of this reading. Anybody that wants to join in for our prayer, incantation, affirmation, whatever you want to call it, I welcome you to join us. Today is Friday. Happy Friday. We've made it to the end of the week. I hope you've enjoyed yourself as much as I have. You know, I enjoy doing this when I'm not being attacked and I'm not being disrupted and cut off. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I want to show gratitude for each and every one of my collective. And even if you're not part of my collective, each person that was victimized by gang stalking, that was targeted by energy weapons, I want to show gratitude for your life and your health and the fact that you were able to stand strong and maintain through all of this spiritual warfare that's been going on. I show gratitude for all of my collective that has been gang stalked, that has been illegally implanted. I show gratitude for all of my collective that's been spiritually attacked, that's been gang stalked on the job. All of my collective that have had to survive attempted destiny swaps. I want to show gratitude to all of my collective that has been able to endure and persevere through the death spells, through financial obstacles that were placed in our way, through the catfishing. I want to show gratitude for all of my collective that's being restored right now as we speak it out. We're being restored financially. We show gratitude for our complete restoration financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally of our health, our finances, and our lives as we move forward into the spring and we come to the end of a very bitter cycle. We show gratitude for the lessons and for the blessings. We show gratitude for the good days and the bad days. We show gratitude for the snow and rain and for the sun. We show gratitude for the opportunities that we've been given by being blessed with the human body to live out another life cycle wherein we can repay karma and bring back something into balance, wherein in the past we may have caused imbalances for other people. And it's a blessing to be able to do that because ultimately it leads us to our evolution and elevation spiritually. Right now, I show gratitude for this beautiful morning. I show gratitude for Christ Jehovah. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yeshua. I show gratitude right now for each and every planet and its unique energy that allows us to manifest what it is that we are affirming and asking and requesting for. O Holy One, the Sun, Utu Shemish, who sits at the head of Mars, Madin, Gugiana, Jupiter, Enlil, the Deep, Saturn, Shabata, Nanerta, the Moon, Levana, Nana, Mercury, Koke, Anki, Venus, Enene, Noge. We show gratitude for Earth, Wind, and Fire, both the elements and the group. And for this morning and day, and right now we command and come in agreement that today, anything that we speak, touch, and seek to do or accomplish, it will be blessed. It will manifest to the fullest, and it will flourish. Right now, we command joy and success in our lives. Right now, we cut, disengage, and cancel by fire any and all agreements, contracts that anyone bound us to in the dream state. Right now, we order all plans null and void by fire. Right now, we sever every cord and attachment by fire on every plane of existence through every energy body attached to us. Right now, we command and order all of our energy that was siphoned from us in the dream state as we slept to return promptly right now to our bodies. Right now, we call back all of our root chakra energy. Modhara. Right now, we call back all of our sacral chakra energy. Svadhisthana. Or we call all our energy back right now on the ethereal plane, on the astral plane, on the mental, physical, and emotional plane to instantly return back to our energy, our aura, spirit, and fully replenish our chakras right now. Right now, we command every obstacle placed in front of us to be instantly destroyed by fire on every plane. Right now, we cancel every orchestrated witchcraft attack and hex conjured by fire, by our kundalini violet flame of our holy fire, which is our Holy Spirit that is invoked by our holy words, abracadabra. We will create as we speak, so mote it be. Right now, we return all spell work back to the sender tenfold to go directly to who sent it, plant in their energy field, and remain stuck to them in their energy field. Never return to us again. Right now, any and every meeting arranged by anyone in our energy to frustrate this day, catch fire right now, be destroyed, fall to the ground, and scatter, never to assemble again. Right now, we destroy you and your evil intentions with our words. We consume you in our authority in Christ by the kundalini violet flame of our holy fire, invoked by our holy words. Catch fire right now throughout this day and forever going forward. As we anoint ourselves this morning, we cleanse and remove from our body, from our chakras, from our cellular DNA and nervous system, through all 7 of our energy bodies. Right now, every satanic deposit, every AI, artificial intelligence, plasma, and protein connected to our chakras, our nervous system, and cellular DNA on the ethereal plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane, let it be dissolved in the flame of our kundalini fire and scatter and do us no harm. So mote it be. Let the effects in our aura and spirit of any energy weapon, hex cast, evil eye, negative energy, evil eye sent and projected towards us be transmuted into positive energy to be used the right way. Every man, woman, and child that we interface and come in contact with today will go out of their way to do their best for us. We will see favor today in every area of our lives. All things will work together for our good today. Today we have divine immunity and protection and favor from all manner of confusion by those that have made us their enemies. And everything that we put our energy and words into today, it will prosper and it will be successful. Anyone that is destined to help us today will contact, locate, and get through and reach us today. Every door will open for us today. Every obstacle and the creators of challenges in our lives will be blocked, disabled, stopped, and removed far and cast and ejected instantly out of our energy and life today, right now, with divine intervention. Right now, we show and express love and gratitude for our ancestors, our guides, our ascended masters, the Most High God, Yeshua, Christ Jehovah, who has blocked and protected for us, that came before us. Right now, we humbly open ourselves to new lessons to help us to ascend higher and to grow. Ashe. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain, from hex, from bind, from spell and chain. I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free, protected by divine decree, by earth, by fire, by air, by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be. Rob, Danny, Gaia, and Aria, the sound healers. Thank you. Guys, I love each and every last one of you. I thank you for your energy. I thank you for your prayers. I thank you for the laughter. It wasn't a whole lot of jokes in this one, but at the end of the day, I thank you for helping me to expose a horrible injustice that has been plaguing a lot of us, because this is coming to an end. And the people that committed these atrocities against you, they're going to continue with what they've been doing on the planet. Don't get me wrong. It ain't going nowhere. But instead of you being victimized by it, now the people that were victimizing you, instead, they're going to victimize them with it. Whatever these people were doing to you, when they start going to jail, getting locked up, and end up in their version of the Hunger Games, they're going to be employing all of those techniques they were using on you, on them. And because their rights are going to be taken away because they're going to jail, it's not going to be anything anyone can do about it. And they're just going to have to receive their medicine. Y'all, I love each and every last one of you. I am QUAN Yin. I'll see you in a little while. Happy Friday.